Hitchcock has done it again with his new movie, Shadow of a Doubt.
The cinematic elements will blow your mind. Critics have even called it Oscar-worthy.
I've heard that too. Some of the elements that we have been pointed out are the use of sound, symbolism, and dialogue.
Our first element that we want to point out to those tuning into our segment is the element of dialogue.
In the scene we're going to show in just a few moments, you will see Uncle Charlie talking to young Charlie in a belittling way, thinking he can manipulate her.
When I was watching the scene, it reminded me of how I sometimes talk to my kids, only not as terrifying, which would make sense because I'm not a serial killer.
Let's take a look at the scene.
I know the perfect scene. I already have it set up. Roll the scene, Debbie.
You wake up every morning and you're like, you know perfectly well that there's nothing in the world to trouble you. You go through your ordinary little day. At night you sleep your untroubled, ordinary little sleep filled with peaceful, stupid dreams. And I brought you nightmares. Or did I? Or was it a silly, inexpert little lie? You live in a dream. You're a sleepwalker blind.
Wow, that was intense. Uncle Charlie really brought the heat.
You could tell when he said you live in a dream, you're a sleepwalker blind, that his frustration with Charlie was building.
And did you notice the symbolism with the napkin? Let's take a look at that scene again.
Because you've ruined the world enough trouble. Yeah, Charlie, anyone can see that. My soul. I've been chasing around the globe since I was 16. I guess I've done some pretty foolish things. Made some pretty foolish mistakes. I'm serious, just miss you.
I think it's symbolizing his need to strangle someone.
I have to disagree with you on that. I think it's showing his growing frustration with the situation.
No matter what you think about it, everyone can agree that it was creepy.
Okay, let's now focus on our next cinematic element, sound.
If the viewers at home can recall the scenes we've already shown, the music doesn't quite match the mood. What do you think?
Well, maybe we were giving too much credit to Hitchcock. And it's just because the scene took place in a bar, and in a bar, it doesn't normally have creepy music playing, at least none of the ones I go to.
I guess you could be right, but they could have gone to a more low-key place than an open bar.
Thinking back to the clips we watched, Barbara, why do you think they had the angles set up the way they did?
Oh yeah, that's a good question. It was very interesting.
Oh, actually, we have a caller. Let's see what they think about this.
Hi, I've been watching this segment, and I think that y'all have brought up some very interesting points. But my point of view on the angles is that I really like how they use the wide angle to show their side portraits, because then the viewer can see both of their facial expressions and body language. For example, Uncle Charlie messes with the napkin, which goes back to what you guys have already talked about with the symbolism.
Wow, that was some great input.
Oh, it looks like we have another caller.
Oh my gosh, hi. So I have to disagree with what the last caller said. They should have made the angles more menacing like they did in the dinner scene with the camera moving in on Uncle Charlie's face. It makes the mood more dramatic and creepy. The mood in this scene should have been the same, you know what I mean? Well, anyways, thanks for taking my call. I can't wait to see more episodes.
Wow, well, thanks for calling, and it looks like that's all we have for today. Debbie is signaling that it's time for the next segment, so now on to the weather.